Okay, Matthew, so we talked about pulses. And, you know, I mentioned that I've been to an acupuncturist before I met you that would ask me to see my tongue. Tell me, do you use any other, are you looking at tongue, skin, eye, you know, what else are you looking at besides pulses?
Sometimes I do use tongue, but using pulse gives a lot more information plus clear areas that I need to focus. So in general, I don't look at the tongue, but many practitioners choose to look at the tongue because tongue also shows the blood quality, state of your body with the blood activity by changing their tongue color, tongue shape, and then coating changes. All those can reveal internal blood activities, but using the pulse, I really see that's plenty.
You've already gotten that. This is just confirmation to what you've already read.
If I wasn't good at this pulse intake, then I would look at the tongue more, but getting to know more pulse intake skills, I only rely on pulse. But there are other tools I look at even before I touch the pulse. Is this your color or blood vessel kind of in your elbow to wrist. That sometimes shows your state of your mental activities.
Oh, really? Can you explain that?
Yeah, if you're so stressed out, somehow this the vein here, you will get more darker and protruded color here. Yeah, so
now there's a difference right and left depending on handedness, correct?
Yes, so you do have a little bit of a just a little not greenish but a little bluish
I see what you're
color, just a little bit obvious here. But if you're not having any stress or overthinking habits, then this shouldn't be here. So you do have a little bit of overthinking, mental activities.
I can see that.
More than you know.
Now, would this do anything as far as which hemisphere of the brain is you know, because right hand, left hand, there's a little difference in the veins I see as far as protrusion here versus here. So does that also have to do with brain balance or just?
That I don't know, but this area is very commonly affected by state of your heart.
Interesting.
Heart and the muscle of the heart.
Okay.
If they are working too much, then this artery or this vessel will have some shape and coming up, and then with a little bit of a stagnant color. If we do see that, then we know you're using your mental ability, overthinking type of person. And another area we look for is this your elbow around the crease, especially right here is about your lung state. So if you get much darker color, your lung has a little weakness.
Oh,
yeah,
interesting.
You're not using your lung well. You're not utilizing your oxygen well. So you're maybe shallow breather.
So yes.
Shortness of breath. Or
people maybe with emphysema.
Asthmatic condition, emphysema, or maybe even sinus issue with the lung.
True, and what happens a lot with Westerners is that we don't tend to breathe from the belly, so we're not really using the full area that will. You see that effect there? And
yes.
help them with breathing.
This you will see much darker. Again, artery here. Then there will be a little bit different color around here if you have a bad lung.
Interesting.
So those are something I do look at, and then some other tool we use is temperature. Not only using this to learn heat or cold, we can check body temperature. So one of the major location we check is around here, about maybe 1 to 2 inch below the wrist elbow crease. This area can show your digestive organ temperature if it's too cold. you do have cold digestive organs. If it's too hot, you have a lot of heat. So sometimes stomach heat can be shown up here. And say another location to match is your about 2 inch down from your knee. There's another area
Kind of matches
yeah,
with this.
that will be matching. If both sides is same temperature, then we know if it's too much heat in the digestive organ or not. So yeah, that's another tool I use to learn your body, listen to your body.
Wonderful. Well, thank you. So now that Matthew's listened to our bodies, one of the things we want to address is, what do you do with needles and what can I expect if this is my first time in? So join us for the next video and we'll talk about the placement of needles and a little bit about the tools of the trade.
Sure.